Hello there, Master Hellish here, and welcome back to my OpenTTD Let's Play. Now, in this game, we're doing okay. Money's coming in quite good. We do need more of it, though, really, to start on the new island challenge. And you can see a kind of an overview of our network here. If we move to this mode, you can see all the, well, you might be able to see, it depends on the screen resolution size you're looking at, whether you're viewing on mobile or not. But there's some red marks all the way around our rail network where the trains are. We've even got a load of yellow ones around for the road vehicles. Now, I have been asking you guys what you want to see in this series over on the Discord. I look at your comments on the videos, but I also chat to the people in the Discord. And if you want to get on the Discord, there's links to the Discord on my website. So head out to masterhellish.net where you can find out all about that and the Viewer Plus program if you want to support the channel. Now, looking at the network, we've got a big gap in the middle of England, and Scotland's looking a little bit dry at the moment. I mean, we've got a road network in there, and I am planning on expanding that road network in a coming episode. But I kind of feel like Holbeach Factory needs more love. I mean, we're doing 2,100 crates of goods, which is okay, but we need to do better. So what I'm thinking is that we have a farm-in station somewhere over here, and we hook it into Steel Inn. So instead of calling it Steel Inn, we rename that and call it West Inn, and then not ID, West Inn, and then hopefully I can expand and put an extra couple of sets of platforms in. So let's see what we can do. So if we start with a 4-track drop-off station, what's our spread station limit in this game? Spread station 15 tiles, and we've got 3 there, 4 there. That brings us out to 15. Okay, so we want to make sure that we're not building an electrified railway because we don't need it yet. We discovered that a couple of episodes ago, and we can build up to here. Okay, in distance. So if we put a 4-track station over there, now what's the furthest away in the other orientation I can get? So Steel West comes in, so it's 15. So that bit there, which means that is the top left corner of our station. That's the furthest we can get. So I hold control and it brings up the join station option, and we can choose West Inn. And then looking at this, I can either leave a gap of 2 there or 1 there to get another set of platforms in. This isn't great. That's not what I wanted to see. I wanted to see another space, and we just don't have the room. Could we put terminus ones in here and just make it work well? We could do. Yeah, let's do that. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. I forgot to hold control then because I wanted it to be part of West Inn. So what we're going to do is we're going to bring 2 more lots of services in. So the first thing we're going to do is build the receiving stations, and we're going to do terminus ones. And for the terminus ones, we're going to use this kind. Now, this is the one that divides the station into a... It kind of flips it around and allows 2 in and 2 out at the same time. It almost makes it as inefficient as a row. Not quite. Almost. Now, normally here I would advocate for a tunnel, but I think a good bridge will do the job, and a bridge actually keeps it shorter. We can get under there quicker. You probably will have seen me build these before. So there is one side, and that should be a hang on, that length is 5, and our trains are length 6, I believe. Yep, the trains are length 6. So this needs to be at least to there. Okay. And we have to be careful about not hitting this other depot, but I think we're going to be alright. So there's one side, there's the track done, and then I'm just going to repeat that on this side. There we go. And while I'm repeating it on this side, I just want to say thank you very much for all your comments, letting me know whether you managed to make the charity game or not, or whether you had something else on, your feedback is very important. And the basic feedback I've got so far is either people were either busy or didn't know it was happening. So I feel like I've got to do a better job of letting people know what events are going on that they might be interested in. So we will be doing a charity event around the festive time, so around Christmas if you celebrate Christmas, and we will be almost certainly entirely OpenTTD, so look out for that. And if you do want to keep up to date with everything that's going on that I'm working on, so it's what videos are coming out, you can find out all about my game giveaways and all that sort of stuff. You can find out all about that by following one of my social medias, or by coming over to the Discord, because the announcements channel has pretty much all of that there, or you can just click the notification bell on YouTube, because I do most announcements on YouTube as posts in addition to everything else. So this is pretty much complete now. One signal going in is important in these sorts of stations. If I was to place another signal here, then that will hide platform availability from the previous signal and actually decrease how good it is. Then we just need signals on the exits here. Now I've just remembered, Signals has reminded me that we've got a problem on the network. I misclicked something and messed something up, and I got a fantastic comment from somebody. Now I'm trying to remember what it was. I think it was this extension here or something. There's a missing piece of track. That might have been it. Yep, here we go. Look, and we've got signals facing the wrong way here. There we go. So thank you very much for your comments on that. I'm only human, as unlike what some people may believe, and I do make mistakes. In fact, sometimes I make mistakes, and we get hilarious consequences due to those mistakes. And I think that's why some of you come along, isn't it? Especially for the Kerbal Space Program series. God, rockets and explosions, fantastic. Oh, and I'm planning. I'm not sure exactly how I'm going to do it, but I want to build a train and put it into space and use it as a space station. And I might even have the tender of the train, like a steam train, and I might have the tender full of fuel as a refueling station or something. But we may have to assemble it in several parts and send it in space. So if you're interested in Kerbal Space Program, or you want to see me try and explode a train while getting it into space, then head out and watch my live streams on the Tuesday. Right. Yeah, because at the minute that's what we're doing. Tuesday, Kerbal Space Program. Oh, and a little bit of news while I'm at it. I've just started my RimWorld live Let's Play on Thursdays. So if you want something a bit different, but still, you know, a bit simulation and fun and just having a laugh, then yeah, come and check out RimWorld live streams. And of course, the playlists are on my YouTube channel. Right, I've babbled about that, and I've fixed that problem, and I've got these platforms up and running. Well, not up and running, but up and ready. These depots, these double depots are optional depots, and these two stations are going to be going out to two different places. So the reason why I had the world map open at the beginning, but I completely forgot to mention, is we're going to go into industry mode, and we're going to hide all the industries, and we're going to show just the farms. And I'm going to leave my mouse cursor hovering over the farms because that makes them flash. It makes them a little easier to see. Now, there are quite a few farms to the kind of south-ish west of London. Actually, more or less along the south coast line that we put in that goes out to Exeter. And also a bunch of them in the middle of the map as well. So that's what those two sets of platforms for. One of them's going to go out towards the middle, somewhere just kind of southeast of Manchester. No, southeast of Birmingham. And the rest are coming out to the south. So we're going to do the ones over here to the southeast of Birmingham first. And I think we're going to make this farm the hub. Let's have a look at the land around it. There is a flat bit here. Let's check the other farm. The other farm is a little bit flatter, but it's... yeah, it's probably going to be better. Road's kind of in the way. Could get rid of the road. Yeah, but then we've got this hillside here and all. Right, we're going to go with this farm. We're going to go with this farm, and we're going to put in our hub. So we're going to leave a bit of a gap, and we'll put our platform in there. We'll do 2 sets of platforms. I think we're going to do it like this. No, let's keep it mirrored. Some of the time I just make this up as I go along. I don't always have set designs in mind, and certainly that's not the case here. So we're going to have like a Wollston, what is it? Wollston grain and a Wollston, what's the other thing? Livestock. It's been a hot day here in the UK today, but not that kind of, oh, it'd be nice to sit out in the sun and have a cocktail sort of hot. It's that kind of, oh no, even in the shade I feel a bit all warm and gooey, and the air's like soup. Who likes air soup? Nobody likes air soup. Right, let's get the depots in. And what we're going to do is leave a train length here. Yeah, it's been hot and horrible, so my brain is not firing on all cylinders, as we say here. So we're going to merge the tracks together and then have the depot. It's important to merge them together and have the depots before the split, so that they can then choose the right waypoint. Right, let's get the signals in here, and again we only want to signal before the split there, but this time we want to signal before the split there, so we can have one train waiting here actually in the waypoint. Now that's a point. Have we got different waypoints we can choose from? We have. Fantastic. Let's have a different one. Cool. And let's make that one a bit different. Yeah. And what about the station? Let's make the station look different. Let's have a look. I mean, I guess like here. What's going on? Why won't it? So I can't rebuild over a railway station, but I can rebuild over a waypoint. Okay, fair enough. Maybe we'll do the station another time. Let's get these signals in. We want to get this service up and running. How much money we got left? 13 million. Fantastic. We don't need any more than that. Okay. So these lines are going to just come out straight into a house, apparently. What is that house doing there? I'll tell you why that house is there all by itself. It's there all by itself because this map came slightly different to what it is when I supplied it to everybody. I made an adjustment to the map to clean up the map and make the towns smaller. A lot of these towns and cities are much bigger if you just go out to the content store and get this map. If you download the map from me, it's a different story. I've shrunk the towns and the cities, the size of the cities. Right, we're going to try and get that into here, and I'm not really sure how we're going to do that. I think we'll start off with, we'll just do like diagonals and shimmies. So like diagonal, and then the length of the train, minimum. And then we'll go diagonal again. But here we've just got like the edge of a hill, I think. I mean, let's just cut through there a little bit. And then we're going to have to go up? No. If we keep cutting just for a little bit longer, we come out the other side. Which is fine. That's not a problem. And we'll put a little bit of track in here, and I always feel like I'm just going to come out and say, and that'll be our little secret. Right, how are we getting on? We're just about to go past Uppingham, which is about the right way to go. I think... Whoa, steady screen. I think we're going to have to try and get past these two forests first. So we're going to have to do a kink past this forest. And we'll try and keep the length of the kink as short as possible. There we go. Brilliant. Now here we've either got to cut the main line or go underground. And I think we should go underground, but we're going to do it the clever, smart way. That's right. We're going to do it the Lugnuts way, or the way that I at least learned from them. So the first thing you do, you put in a tunnel. And you know what, I'm going to use the fact that we've got a little kink back here to my advantage and bring the next track over a little bit. So we're going to have a tunnel there, and then we're going to have a signal splitting into that tunnel, and we're going to do the same here. Just hide all the foliage for a moment. And yep, that's fine. So we've got one coming in, and that one's going to be coming out, so we'll have a dual signal on that side. Yep, and we'll have a signal just before the depot, and we'll run the signals back that way. That works for me. That works for me. And then what we'll do, and by the way, don't quote me that I'm doing this right or anything. This is just inspired by that other tutorials that I've seen. Or if you're wondering what I'm talking about, right? If you look at my tutorial series, on the end of my tutorial series, there are a few videos from Lugnuts, because they've done some fantastic advanced railway stuff that some people may be interested in. So if you want to look beyond the standard TTD, you want to look at things like priority merges and efficient designs, and you want to start looking at maybe train reversing stations and things like that, definitely go and check that out. And there's some people over on my Discord that are really tuned into that sort of stuff. So if me or one of the others can't help you, one of them will know the answers to those more complicated questions. So if you've got them, definitely come over. But we're going to put the 4 tunnels in, and this is the important bit. The line that goes in, so this one that I've got highlighted, is not the main line that comes out. You shift it over by one, like that. And that means that this line is exactly the same length as this line. Okay, and that's good. It keeps the flow going better, and the trains use it better. There we go. And just doing it like that just allows more throughput through those tunnels. And this is mainly because if you've got tunnels that are longer than your train length, there's a slight reduction on efficiency, because they're not able to use the signals to like get close together, and doing a split like this allows that to happen. So then we've gone over past the forest, and we've gone under that line. We're going to come out to about here, I think. We'll keep these two lines separate. There's no need to wiggle them. Almost certainly going to have to come straight across now. But I'm a little bit confused as to what land height we're going to end up at. And this land over here is so higgledy-piggledy. And for anybody who's not familiar with that term, it just means knobbly-bobbly, upsy-downsy, bitsy-bobsy, higgledy-piggledy. Is that the way to describe it? I have no idea. I am not a word master. By far. I'm probably the opposite of a word master. I'm a word mincer. I mash words and destroy them. Oh, look at that. I've even put the track in the wrong place while thinking about destroying words. There we go. Right, we've actually done really well to get this line here, just in this exact position, because it looks like it's going to link up quite nicely. I think I have overshot with one of my lines by a square, but never mind. There we go. Brilliant. Okay. So in theory, I should be able to signal that down there, and signal that down there. And if we go to the other end, we see we've got signals going all the way here, so that confirms that we haven't got any breaks in the track, because I did the control drag, and if you do the control drag and there's and the signals don't go all the way, that means there's a break in the signal in. So let's get this up and rolling. We're going to clone some existing trains. We're going to use a livestock train from here, and we're also going to clone a grain train from here, but I'm not going to hold control so I don't get the shared orders. It copies the orders, but I don't get the shared orders. So what we're going to do is delete all those orders. We're going to tell the livestock train to go here, full load at the station, and then come all the way down here. We should be able to just unload here. Yep, look, accepts grain, livestock, steel. And then we'll switch over to the other train, the grain train, delete its orders, and plop. Tell it to go to the grain waypoint, full load, and to make it go full load, by the way, I'm clicking on the station whilst holding control. By default, I don't think there's a button to make it do a transfer. By default, I'm pretty sure you can program one in. And at the minute, I've only got one custom key combo cloned in. But what we'll do is, once we've done that, we will clone both the vehicles and send them all on their way. Now, this is actually a hub station. So we're going to do a couple of things. We're going to... Oh, no, we don't need to see the trains. We need to rename hub. There we go. And we're going to go into the actual place where the hub is, and we're going to build a statue of the company owner. That immediately boosts the ratings, or it will do once we get trains going through. And then we need to see about getting the other trains and stuff in. So I think it might be easier if we just go back to the map on this one and just zoom in as much. Oh, that is as much as I can zoom in. Brilliant. Whatever. Right, in the direct vicinity, we've got 2 farms close by to the kind of north and northwest. But then there's 3 across here. Almost thinking that they're like, do a micro hub over there and bring it over to the big hub. And then potentially this one and this one as well, even though they're both a bit far away. So let's do these 2 first, and we'll have a new hub up and running. So we're going to need... How are we going to do this? How are we going to do the drop-offs for these? I won't do them as rows. What we'll do is we'll do a 4-track, 6-length station. Connect it directly to the hub, and this town's going to hate me after all this land transformation, but we'll do a bi-directional track with... We won't do a row because it's only coming from one farm. It can't be that bad. Now we need to turn a left here almost immediately, so let's do that. We'll see if we can make a train lengths out of it. Oh, probably not. Let's get the station in. I think for this one, I think a 2-track row will do the job here, and we're just going to get it as far away from the platform as possible, from the farm, far away from the farm as possible. So this will be our out, and this will be our in. If you ever want to copy a station design, this is a half decent one. This this row. It's got optional double depots. Double depots are always better. And there's the signalling. You one before the... I don't know if you need this one before the depots. I always put it in. But one before the station so it can decide what platform. One on the end of the platform so that the 2 platforms don't become one block. And then you've got your depots afterwards. And we've got to somehow connect this up to here. We don't use this row, so that can go bye-byes. And we'll just flatten that out a little bit. And yeah, I feel like we'll just keep that bit going. Yeah, we will. We will. We'll just have it go a little bit more. A little bit more. Not that much. There we go. There we go. Nothing wrong with that. That's fine. And with a relatively short loop like this, I don't think I'm going to put a depot on the near side, i.e. over here. I can't really anyway. I couldn't put one here or anything like that because, well, I can put one in, but it's not going to work properly because there's a 90-degree turn in the track and we don't allow them. I think it's off by default actually. Let's have a look in the settings. 90-degree turns. Currently forbidding them is on. Default's off. So this is actually one of the few settings that I always play opposite to the default of the game. It just, to me, it seems like the right thing to do. Okay, let's drag those signals. Yep, looking good. And the other way. Brilliant. Now these trains are different. These ones can transport either. And we want a livestock heavy sided train. So let's go and clone one of the trains. We should have loads here. There we go, that'll do. That is a livestock heavy sided train as well. Nearly always they're livestock heavy sided. Okay, let's just get rid of all of those orders. Full load here and transfer. Transfer there. And we'll clone that so there's two of them. And I'm using control there. And yep, they're all done. Okay. So that's one hooked up. I'm going to hook the other one up now. It's not far for it to go. And then I don't know what I'm going to do. Whether I'll do the other ones between episodes or whether this is going to be... I mean, look how close those three are there. You know what? I think we'll use trucks. Yeah, we're going to get this... Right, we're going to try and get this done today. We're running out of time. I don't like the episodes to be too long just because I know some people tend to nod off. But let's have a look. If I just flatten that and this. No. There we go. We also get a little bit of passengers with that one apparently as well. And yeah, this one's fine. We'll just do a little bit of straight bit there, a little bit there, and this one I haven't got as a row for some reason. So I just demonstrated a basic row, and if now you want a demonstration of a basic terminus, you've got that as well. Apparently. There we go. So there we go. One of the most basic terminuses you can possibly need. Because it's a terminus, you do not need signals on the ends of the platforms. I say it a lot, but people keep doing it. You don't need it. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Let's clone these vehicles that are in this. Which one are they in? There they are. There they are. I'll just clone that out. Now, is this a livestock heavy farm? Actually, no. It's a grain heavy farm. So I'm just going to quickly clone that. Get rid of trucks. And I just realised I got rid of too much, but there we go. 6 length. Get rid of the other train. So this is a grain heavy farm, which I find is more rare. I don't know whether it is. I've never noticed it not being the case. So full load there, and really I should have kept the transfer order, but never mind. I'll just put it back in again. And then we'll clone the train with shared orders this time. Perfect. Right. Yes. This for me is probably the most, the best thing to do is to use trucks because it's going such a short distance. It's a bit unreal. But because we've got 3 farms going at once here, and I want to try and route this in quite nicely, I'm going to have a 3-track row here. And I'm going to put in the truck stops first before I do too much more, because the town might get annoyed at me and not allow me to do it. So we'll go like this, and should be able to just put in a row of truck stops. Okay, cool. We'll come back to that in a moment. Then I can smash all this hillside out of the way, and I don't have to worry about the town hating me, because now I don't care. So we've got, which way round do the train lines go? So this is the out, and that one's the out. So we're going to have to put signals on the end of the platforms because it's a row. There we go. Signals on they go. And because we're loading, I will put a double depot in there. And I've given myself plenty of room to swing the trains around and put them in there. Now, if I'm doing like a 4-track station, sometimes I will do something a little bit more like this. I mean, you're going to have to imagine that there's a 4th one there, but it allows trains to split off, because when they come round this back corner into the station, they slow down quite a lot, and they slow down going into the station too. So to allow better flow into the station, you kind of just split the trains off beforehand. Here, because I've only got 3, I'm not going to keep it like that. Yes, it did just cost me a little bit of money, but we've still got 10 million in the bank, so I'm not really worried about that. So, double depot as close to the station entrance as possible, because if a train goes past the depot and then decides it wants to service, it's going to go through the platform and to the depots on the other side, which means then it skipped the platform it wants to go to, and it can get lost, it can get stuck, it can get annoyed. Well, it can make me annoyed anyway. And I don't know exactly how we're going to connect this. I think we will go to somewhere like here and then start going diagonal and just figure it out. It'll be fine. This will probably work, as the saying goes. So let's just dig through here. We're not using this road, so that road can be decommissioned. There we go. Now, this railway line we're about to come across, I think this is the Manchester London. No, it's the Birmingham London line. So we need to go under it, and to do that we need tunnels. So I think we're going to have to go like this. And then if I do kind of that, it's going to be quite big tunnels, but not ridiculous. I mean, that's okay. That's okay. And it actually gives us the height that we need to... Oh, I'm going the wrong way. If anything, they want to come down. Yeah, okay. Forget that. Wrong way. We need to come down. So we're going to make it to probably there. And then tunnel here. And then bring the land height down somewhere about there. No, we can go closer. We can go one closer. There we go. That's better. And we've got a wiggle coming down now, which total length is 7. So that's more than a train length. So that's a good wiggle. And we can come out there. We may need to actually come up in height to keep this. Let's have a look. No, look, the height comes down again. So if we just come across here, pretty much as far as we can go without crashing into the city too much. Whoa, camera slow down. I'm pretty sure they changed the way the camera works in OpenTTD for the scrolling of the mouse. And you know what? Don't like it. I don't like it. I don't like the mouse acceleration. Acceleration? How do is that acceleration? Now we've got vehicle acceleration, but we haven't got mouse acceleration, and that's the pain for me. Right, we're gonna have a 2-track drop-off station, are we? Yeah. Can we make it a row? Have we got room? No, not really. Unless, yep, just figured out a way to do it. So the trains will be coming in from the top round. So this then needs to be okay. Cool. What we need to do is have the track come in here, and then we can do something like this. And we'll have 3 tracks. We've got the room. I mean, the farmline's getting utterly destroyed. Not really well, it kind of is my fault. I am the one destroying the farmland, so yeah, okay, fair enough, it's my fault. There we go. So that happens there. ideally I would like a depot coming in on this section, so I don't know. I guess we can just kind of do something like this. Blast through there. Oh, look at that. That is brilliant. Now, what isn't brilliant is this bit's not going to match up, but that's okay. We'll come down here and we'll flatten that bit of land there. We'll give it a half decent turn. We'll give it a train length and then... There we go. That's fine. Brilliant. We can put our double depot in over here instead. And we will just put our double depot in over here. So I'm just going to raise the land height. This is a horrible place for a depot. Train going up a track into a depot. Don't like that. I should really do a diagonal depot, but that means effort. Come on, I'll put the effort in. Here we go. Here's the diagonal depots. Diagonal depots by Master Hellish. If my brain will allow me to do it. There we go. There we go. Right. Diagonal depots and all. We've got that in. Let's get the signals in there. That's one way done, yeah? Looks good to me. Let's do the other way. Brilliant. And get the trains in. So we're going to clone the existing ones. Let's unpause the game for a little while. There we go. Trains are starting to leave all over the place. And we're just going to pick up from there instead. So delete that first order. And then clone the train. And I think we'll get 3 for this station because we're about to hook some other things up. And there we go. We've got a brand new hub. All the trains are coming into the hub pickup. We've got 2 farms connected here. We've got a 3rd farm connected up here with transport ready to connect up the other 2 farms. And that all comes back to the factory where we've actually got room for a 2nd set of platforms that are in already, and they're going to come out down to this section of farmland. But we're not going to do that today. We're going to leave it there for now. It's been some good building, and hopefully the bank balance will just continue to shoot up. Operating profit over the recent this recent area. Don't look at this bit. This bit, I can't remember what that was about, but from about here, if you ignore that one data point there, overall there's a nice little trend. So we'll see what the next data port has in store for us, and we'll also get these road vehicles working next time for these farms. But that's going to be all for now. Thank you very much for watching. Remember, go to my website to links to my Discord, my 2nd channel. Yes, I have a 2nd channel. There's all sorts of weird things on there. Lego building, robot stuff, reviews, cooking things and vlogs. Lots of them. Printing, 3D printing. I've got a 3D printing series on there now. Lots of little things go on that 2nd channel. So if you like variety, definitely check that out. I will see you all soon. Thank you very much for watching. Take care, and for now, goodbye.